Joseph Young, a hard-working man in his late 40s, wipes down the counter. His eyes are tired, but there's a quiet peace in his movements. He hums a familiar tune, something he used to sing to Raynell as a child. The door chime jingles. Without looking up, Joseph says,
"Evening. How can I help you?"
But there's nothing but silence. Joseph looks up, only to see two figures standing in the doorway wearing hoods. The first man steps forward, his hands tucked deep in his pockets. The other man lingers near the door, looking out. In a low, almost casual voice, the first man says,
"Register. Now."
Joseph exhales, shaking his head. He's seen this before. The world hasn't changed. Joseph speaks calmly and slowly.
"Son, you don't want to do this. You got a choice. Walk away, or do something you'll never take back."
The second man, still standing by the door, snaps nervously, saying,
"Shut up. Just do it."
Joseph slowly raises his hands. He moves toward the register, eyes steady on the first man, who now is holding a gun. Joseph remains calm. The first man tightens his grip on the gun. His fingers tremble as he moves them toward the trigger. A drop of sweat trickles down his cheek. A tense silence commences. The gunman's breaths quicken. Something shifts in his eyes, panic and desperation. Then, suddenly, a gunshot rips through the quiet. The gunman freezes, staring at the gun in his hands as if he can't believe what he's done. Joseph gasps, clutching his wound. His legs give out. He collapses, knocking over a display stand. The world spins. He hears the jingling door, the thunder of footsteps running into the night. The weaker he becomes, the more his thoughts slip away. As his vision fades and the darkness widens, he manages to whisper a few words.
"Ray, I promised. I'd always protect you."
Raynell, now 14, sits on the couch, hugging a pillow. She flips through a book that she can't seem to read. She doesn't know why, but there is a knot in the pit of her stomach. Something is wrong. There's a loud knock at the door. Mrs. Davies hurries over, opening it. Two police officers stand before her, solemnly.
What? What is this about?
We need to speak with Raynell Young.
Raynell freezes. The knot in her stomach turns into pain as her heart feels like it's beating out of her chest. Her pulse pounds in her ears as they ring. She slowly rises, stepping toward the door, her stomach twisting and her legs feeling like jelly. A long pause follows. The second officer, a woman, kneels slightly to meet Raynell's eye level.
"Raynell, I'm so sorry. Your father has been shot."
Fluorescent lights buzz overhead as the halls are filled with the smell of antiseptic. Raynell, her Aunt Lottie, and Uncle Claude rush through the sterile halls. As she sits beside her father's bed, holding his hand, she hears Dr. Harold say,
"He's alive, but the bullet, it did a lot of damage. He's unconscious. We don't know if he'll wake up."
Raynell finally breaks. A choked sob escapes. Some tragedies change everything, but hope never dies. Read the full story now in When There's Hope by Bridget M. Alfred.